This is gonna blow your mind. News, ghosts, travel, and pop culture all in one show. Ready to dive in? Let's go. From breaking headlines and eerie encounters to epic European adventures and the latest pop culture craziness, nothing's off limits. Robert, Crew, and Julie bring shock, laughs, and those wait seriously moments every episode. Hit subscribe, join the fun, and ride the chaos with us. This is the Robert and Crew Show, Season 7 Unleashed.
You know what keeps me going out here? A cold Dr. Pepper and a great podcast like the Robert and Crew Show.
Welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. As always, I'm the host, Robert.
And I'm the co-host, Crew.
And I'm your co-host, Julie.
So tonight we're only going to have audio from our wonderful host, Crew, but that's okay. Tonight we're going to be going over trending topics and just things that people are talking about right now. Julie, what are some of the things going on that people are talking about?
Well, currently today all over was the Swiftie fans. Because Trevor Kelsey and Taylor Swift got engaged. That's been kind of a big thing today.
So let me look that up real quick. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got engaged. Yep, sure enough. They have gotten engaged.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You put episode 17 when it's actually episode 15.
That's okay. It's episode 15, everyone. Don't get your knickers in a bunch.
Well, no. This can be episode 17. We'll just have to do episode 15 and 16 to,
So, yeah, it says that Taylor Swift has been engaged before. Travis Kelce. Swift has never been engaged publicly before, but she has been in a long-term relationship with celebrities like Joe Allen and Calvin Harris. Kelce, who was previously linked to sports journalist and model Kayla Nicole, also hasn't been publicly engaged to anyone before his relationship with Swift. Donald, the president, wished them a lot of luck.
Yeah, because he's a fan of the
Kansas City Chiefs.
apparently. Yeah.
Honestly, Kelsey's relationship with the other chick, not Taylor, was a lot better.
With Kayla?
Yeah.
So, yeah, apparently they got engaged at a garden somewhere in Lee Summit.
Wait, him and Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where out in Lee Summit?
In a garden somewhere. They did not say the location.
Oh. Makes sense.
So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged today in a garden in Lee Summit. That's not even probably 20 minutes away from me. That's insane.
Are they living in Lee Summit or something?
Travis has a house in Kansas City.
Okay.
So yes, I think Taylor Swift is officially living in Kansas City with Travis Kelce. And the reason I say this is because I actually know a guy that got contracted by Kelce back last November to build an entire mirror and cabinet, dresser set for Taylor specifically. That was going to cost around $160,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and he told me about his company creating it and that they were going to have to take it in piece by piece and put it together in the new bedroom.
Interesting.
I mean, it got so crazy, I guess Travis added on to his house for Taylor. So, he literally built onto the house for Taylor.
Wow.
As crazy as that sounds, like he actually did that.
Hmm.
But it makes sense. Like, so Travis Kelsey being able to be with Taylor Swift is one of the craziest love stories in the entire like world. And a part of me for a while thought it was staged. But
Yeah, well, I can kind of partially agree with that.
if they get married, then I no longer think it's staged. Then I think it was always real. But if they don't get married and this falls through, the engagement doesn't last, or they only stay married for like a year, then this shit was set up from the beginning. Because I don't. There was a lot of stuff about the not about the engagement, but about their relationship in the very beginning that I didn't believe. The media just blew it out of proportion, and I felt like it was a Super Bowl commercial for Taylor Swift on multiple occasions.
Yeah, I agree.
And Swift caused so many problems at Chiefs games. Like I know she didn't mean to, but just the presence of her being there literally caused problems for the Chiefs.
Doesn't he live in Leawood or Kansas City?
Travis, last I heard it was he had a mansion in Kansas City. I don't know if Leawood. I don't know the actual residence. I just know that he lives somewhere near or in Kansas City.
Because when I looked it up, it says Leawood, Kansas.
Yeah, no, I believe that, but you know, Leawood is a part of Kansas City.
Over by the Tomahawk Creek Estates.
Yeah, but Leawood, bro, Leawood, Kansas is a suburb of Kansas City. There's Kansas City, Kansas, homie. You cannot forget about Kansas City, Kansas.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
Missouri, and then there's Kansas City, Kansas. Leawood is a suburb of Kansas City. And that is why everybody gets so pissed off when concert goers or people at football games say the wrong freaking state when they talk about Kansas City. Oh, we're in Kansas. And then it really turns out that they're in Missouri. And people get really upset about it. I've been at multiple concerts where the band doesn't know that they're in Missouri. They think they're in Kansas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Kansas City, Kansas. And then everybody gets pissed. This is Missouri, you fuckheads. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
no, Leawood, Kansas, I'm pretty sure is pretty close to Overland Park.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and Overland Park is considered Kansas City also.
And
Okay.
so it's about a 20-something minute drive from my area, like 27 minutes.
Yeah, it's about
Leawood.
15 minutes away from the actual city, from like the
Right.
Okay.
literal city. Yeah, because I can drive from Leawood and get to downtown in 10 minutes or under. Like it's not hard to get from Leawood to get into the city. Same thing with Independence. If you're in Independence, the furthest point of Independence, it'll only take you 15 minutes to get to Leawood. Easily.
Right.
Easily. Same thing with Lee Summit. Lee Summit, you can get to Lee Summit from Blue Springs, Kansas City, and Raytown, and any of the surrounding area within 10 minutes of wherever you are.
Okay.
As crazy as that sounds, like that's literally how small our cities are here in Missouri. Like people think our cities are big, they're not. They're really not. Like Blue Springs is probably maybe, what would you say, a 15-mile stretch, maybe 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's really not that big of a city. And then Kansas City is probably the biggest in the surrounding area. They're probably like a I'd say 15 to 30 mile radius.
And when it comes to the metropolitan area, we call it that because basically there's sectors of Kansas City. You got Overland Park, you got Leawood, you got Blue Springs,
That's Shawnee Mission.
Shawnee Mission, Independence,
Bonner Springs,
Raytown, Gladstone.
Zona Rosa.
Yep.
We have cities within counties.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay.
it's absolute. Like, you live in Texas, so you know how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas has cities within counties.
So
like, you guys have Austin and Houston, which are really big like hubs that have tiny cities that are basically connected to them.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Even
when
though
we
I've
talk,
never really been to Houston. I've been
but
to Dallas, but I've never really been through Houston.
Well, Dallas is a lot like KC. If you look at Dallas, that the way that Dallas is laid out is a lot like KC.
yeah,
Okay.
because when we talk about the metropolitan area, we're not just talking about Kansas City. We're talking about the surrounding sectors. Like there's sectors, they're different. They're different places of themselves. And each
Yeah,
place,
kind of like Garnett. I've been to Garnett, and it's
Garnett
like a
would
small
not
town.
be okay. So Garnett would not be considered part of the metropolitan.
No, isn't that
Yeah.
Kansas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Kansas.
Yeah, that's not a suburb of Kansas City. That's not even close to
No,
Kansas.
it's kind of like a town.
Yeah, it's its own town. It's its own place. So Kansas City, the surrounding areas of Kansas City, we have like, I want to say probably 13 to 20 surrounding small towns.
like
And
okay,
like
Lawrence and
Kansas City,
Topeka.
Topeka's not really part of Kansas City,
Yeah,
but
no,
Lawrence, Kansas technically does fall under like almost Kansas City jurisdiction, but
almost.
it's far enough away that it's not. So like a good distinction is like somewhere like Blue Springs or Lee Summit that is about 15 miles away from KC, which is still considered Kansas City. Whereas
So
Okay.
the
Lawrence is
only
only 3 hours away.
the only one that would, I don't know now, but it would because the bus you can catch the bus out to it would be Gardner, Kansas.
Yeah, Gardner. Well, Gardner is not a suburb of Kansas City, but it is close enough to Kansas City that people that live out there can work in Kansas City.
Okay.
Right. Which I've taken the bus out there plenty of times before. And plus I've used to work out there.
Well, look at
But
Warrensburg. Look at Warrensburg.
right.
Warrensburg is
Yeah.
basically Kansas City, even though it's its own city. It's
Right.
entirely its own city.
Yeah. But Gardner, Kansas is closer to Topeka. That Topeka. Okay, so Gardner, Kansas is slap dab in the middle between Topeka and Kansas City and Lawrence. So Gardner, Kansas is the hub to connect those three sectors of Kansas and Missouri.
Right.
And so that's the industrial district. So basically, with it being the industrial, because it's a lot of factories and it's a rich person town, and somebody has really bad connection.
Yep. Looks like it.
But yeah. So when we're talking about the so this is how basically Missouri is when it comes to the metropolitan area. We have all these cities within cities, small towns within small towns. And it's kind of like, if you look at it, kind of like a Hunger Games district kind of like form, but it's not.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And each area has its own unique and danger to it.
So it'd be kind of like a Hunger Games then, if you want to look at
Mm,
it like it that way.
well, okay, so The countryside can be dangerous. Trust me, me and Rob know for a fact.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so when it comes to like Lawrence and Topeka and Kansas City, they're the closest basically cities that are easily to get to. They're the only thing that sucks is those stupid oh gosh, what are they called? Those pay tolls.
Oh, the toll booths.
Yeah. Those are the only thing that makes it hard to get to each city.
Wow.
Right. 100%.
So when we're talking about sectors, Julie, that's why it's because of the toll booths.
Okay.
Basically, they
Yeah,
break
I
it
didn't
up.
realize there were so many.
Oh yeah, there's tons from Kansas to Colorado, back to Kansas City, back to basically like you can take routes that avoid tolls, but they're a lot longer than the routes that the tolls fall on.
And
Yeah.
they
So
tell you they try to tell you not to take those routes because you can go on miles and miles and miles with no gas stations in sight or rest stops in sight, and also it takes a toll on your vehicle.
Oh, for sure.
yeah, but it's just a way for them to make more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just hit on the fact we went through why I don't know, but we talked about what Kansas City and different cities are in sectors, and then we also went over the trending topic of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's engagement. So, our
Well, you said Lee Summit, but which basically coincides with what we were talking about. So I mean,
our next trending topic will be this.
Antarctica is bleeding, literally. There's a glacier in Antarctica called Blood Falls, where deep red water pours out like a horror movie scene. But it's not blood. It's iron-rich water oxidizing as it hits the air, just like rust. It's been flowing for millions of years.
So, this has been trending on TikTok now for probably like a month and a half, and the videos
At
just
least.
keep getting crazier. Some of them appear to be AI created, and others are supposedly legitimate footage. But it's a place that they literally call the Blood Falls in Antarctica, which is like a waterfall that has oxidized water that appears red. But I've heard theories all the way from there's a giant creature like the Leviathan, or possibly even a giant, like a giant humanoid, that is unthawing, and that's the literal blood coming from it.
well, okay, so finito terms, Leviathan's Gate, Leviathan's Gate. Now they keep talking about the Leviathan,
Yeah.
how it died over there.
Yep.
So that makes more sense.
What one of the theories is that it's a giant frozen leviathan that is unthawing but has been dead for quite a while, and now it's bleeding, and that's what's causing the blood falls. At least that's the harmful conspiracy theory. What scientists want us to believe is that it's just oxidized water.
Well, what's messed up is they're talking about blood, and when blood comes in the air, it turns red.
Yeah, that's oxidation.
Yeah.
Julie, what do you think about all that?
Well, I've been hearing about it too. A lot of people saying it looks like it could be rust
Yeah.
or blood, but I mean, it could be the signs of the times coming. You know,
Well,
can't put it 100% on there, but
if we're talking about end times, September got two events coming up.
yeah, I think there's another blood moon on the 7th of
So there's
September.
a blood moon coming and a mini solar eclipse.
Yes.
A solar eclipse? Another solar eclipse?
Yep, it's gonna be a mini one.
When's that supposed to happen?
Sometime in September.
I'm gonna have to figure that out because I like going out and seeing that stuff.
So we're
I
gonna
did too.
have the blood moon early September, and then a mini solar eclipse.
What's up with all the blood moons?
I don't
It's
know.
an
They're
end
just,
times reference.
But we get a lot of them. So like,
yeah,
a
we've
part
been
of me
seeing
is
a
like,
lot lately.
yeah, a part of me is like, it's just a natural occurrence with the moon, and like it's got to happen for a reason because we get a lot of them. Like I understand that tribes in like olden Bible times they took all of that stuff as signs from God, but I think a lot of that now can be explained. Like, and I think the blood moons, like they have to be able to be explainable because they happen so frequently and so often. Like I can't necessarily go with that's a sign of the end times when it's probably happened at least a couple hundred times since I've been alive.
Yeah.
Now there are different kinds of moons, like the strawberry moon, the strawberry red moon, or the blue moon. Like those are a lot rarer than a blood moon.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, look up what the major significance of the blood moon is and what it actually or what scientists believe it to be.
Okay, so a blood moon refers to the reddish appearance of the moon during the total lunar eclipse. This happens when the Earth is aligned between the sun and the moon, casting its shadow on the moon. The moon turns red because the Earth's atmosphere scatters shorter wavelengths of light, like blue and green, allowing mainly the longer red wavelengths to reach the moon.
When you hear that for the first time and you listen to that, like that straight up sounds like some simulation bullshit.
Yeah. Now, key facts about blood moons. Cause Earth's atmosphere filters sunlight, making the moon appear red during a total lunar eclipse appearance. The moon can look reddish, coppery, or even brown depending on atmospheric conditions like population, dust, or volcanic ash. Frequency. Total lunar eclipse, which cause blood moons, happen roughly every 2.5 years on average.
Yeah, see, so they're quite often, like they occur quite often
Yeah.
since we've
Cultural
been
and
alive.
this
Since
is
we've
the
been alive,
cultural and
crew,
spiritual significance.
crew.
Yeah.
Since we've been alive. So if they occur, what you said, once every 2 years or
2.5.
once every 2.5 years. So how many would have occurred since we've been alive? About I'm
God.
30. I'm 33.
Yeah. Quite
So
a bit.
you're looking at 33 divided by 2. And then add a half to that. I don't know. That's probably wrong. I'm bad at math. But no, it's probably something like 15 to 18 of them have happened since we've been alive,
No, okay. So
if not
here's
more.
Cultural, spiritual significance. In various cultures and beliefs, ancient fears, and myths, some cultures associate blood moons with apocalypse, witchcraft, or omens of war and famine. Spiritual meanings. Some see blood moons as a time to explore hidden emotions or let go and heal. Next blood moon. The next blood moon is on September 7th, 2025, but it won't be visible in the Americas.
Oh, we won't be able to see it.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
And I haven't been able to see the moon. I think it's probably above me lately. And I just haven't gone outside to really look at the moon that
Right.
way. Not since we've had our last full moon.
No, for sure.
But I think lately it's been above me.
So now that we know what the blood moon, what science believes the blood moon is, what do you believe the blood moon represents, crew?
Honestly, it can mean anything, honestly. The scientific belief on what it believes is what it believes. But the Christians believe that it's a sign, it's an end times sign. And honestly,
Even though
in
it's
my
happened like
opinion,
15 times since we've been alive, and
yeah,
it's happened every 2.5 years. Like,
right,
come on now. Like, I'm not saying it's not a sign of the end times, but at the same time, I think it's a pretty natural occurring thing.
right. So it's kind of like when they have the Mercury retro
The,
whatever.
the Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, that nonsense. Like it's kind of like that, people trip out over the smallest things.
Yeah.
Oh, the planets are doing this. We got to go into our ritual mumbo jumbo.
Well, it's like astrology, man. Like, some people are
Yeah.
really into astrology, and like anytime the planets or the stars do something, they want to record it because it means something to them. And I don't necessarily think it's mumbo jumbo. I definitely think there's some kind of spiritual meaning behind it.
Yeah,
But
'cause like the harvest moon.
well, but astrology is one of those things that, like, you basically have to really devote energy into it to receive what you want from it. It's a form of witchcraft, whether that's what people want to believe it to be or not. Some people will claim it's science, but honestly, it's witchcraft. It's been used by witches and warlocks for centuries. Astrology is not a new thing.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that it can get pretty crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, on to the next trending topic.
A young pilot and social media star's quest to fly around the world has hit some turbulence. Ethan Guo is trying to become the youngest aviator to fly solo to all 7 continents. He's doing it to raise money for cancer research, and he's amassed more than 1 million followers online. But since late June, the 20-year-old has been stranded in one of the most remote places on Earth. Christian Benavides shows us why Guo's there and why he says he can't leave.
I'm attempting to become the first person ever to fly all 7 continents solo.
20-year-old pilot Ethan Guo's journey to become the youngest person to fly around the world facing some headwinds after getting stuck in a remote Chilean military base in Antarctica following what he says was an emergency landing.
You felt that this was your only option.
I felt that this was the best and safest option.
He says he encountered instrument failures and icing conditions over Chilean airspace.
You request to land here at Rodolfo March to confirm. Is that right?
Yeah, the weather is getting pretty bad.
Guo diverted to the military base off the tip of Antarctica, where he says he could more easily find a landing strip without the use of flight instruments.
It's pitch black. I'm in the mountains range. There's icing in the air.
After landing, he was detained. Authorities say he had no right to land there, and he submitted false flight plan data. But Guo and his legal team shared this message exchange, which they say proves he had clearance.
va a efectuar una donación.
Facing prison time, he reached a deal with prosecutors to donate $30,000 to a cancer research foundation, which in theory allows him to head home.
When do you think you're going to leave?
To be completely honest, I'm not too sure. You know, the plane is flyable, the plane is free, I am free, but they're not letting me leave.
Chile's aviation authority says the Cessna has expired life rafts and life jackets and that it may not have enough fuel, something Guo denied.
After several years of hard work and a whole lot of setback, I'm finally setting off for my flight around the world.
Guo has been documenting his journey on social media to more than 1 million followers.
What a nice early morning to finally leave Malaysia.
Inside the military base, he says he spends 23 hours inside his room, has to be escorted to walk around the base, and has lost over 20 pounds because he says his food is rationed.
I'm not here to complain, but it's not very nutritious. It's just predominantly carbs and beans.
There are no commercial flights to the island until after winter, and there are few options by sea in what is known to be some of the most treacherous waters in the world. For CBS Saturday Morning, Cristian Benavides.
Build a website you love.
So that's the kid that flew into Antarctica, landed, and was immediately detained by the Chilean army because he landed on a Chilean army airstrip after he got authorization to land, and the Chilean government decided, oh, we're going to detain you. So he got detained, and now they're not letting him leave. Why is he not allowed to leave? Is it really because his plane has expired life vests and not enough fuel? Because that sounds like a bogus story.
It does. That part does. The life vest and
I wonder if
not
he
enough
saw
fuel.
something. I wonder if he saw something and he's not supposed to talk about it.
That's possible.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't put it past him.
he landed in Antarctica, and there's all this fuss about what's going on in Antarctica. So whether or not he saw the ice wall or beyond the ice wall, or maybe he saw something he just wasn't supposed to see, like maybe he flew over one of the pyramids in Antarctica, because there's a couple of those allegedly. Maybe he just did something he wasn't supposed to do, and now the Chilean government doesn't want to actually let him leave. They're saying he's free to go, but they won't release his plane. And it's kind of hard for somebody to leave if they can't take their one mode of transportation off the continent.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, what the hell would you do in that? What would you do in that situation, crew?
I would, in that situation, I'd be like, okay, well, can you have someone escort me off of here?
Yeah.
Since I'm free to go. And if they refuse, then something's not adding up.
And then they're making him pay. They're making him pay to be free, even though they won't release his plane. And they're making him pay like $30K or something to charity, I believe. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, and like the $30K to charity, like, cool. I'd do it anyways, just because like he's a good person. He's probably gonna do it
and I
anyway.
think he did it for his sister.
Well,
His sister had cancer.
It was a cancer thing. He originally flew or wanted to do it to raise money for a cancer foundation, but also like support his sister or something. I'm not sure of the whole story, but I just know that it's fucked up that the Chilean government is basically telling him, yeah, you're free to go, but your plane is on lock.
Yeah,
They
which
won't
is
release the
crazy.
plane. So, like, come on now. There's some fuckery going on there. Like,
It's gotta be.
I don't know what it is, but something weird is going on. You tell a man he's free to go, but then you basically hold his airplane hostage.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next trending topic here. This trigger warning, this is a pretty intense video. It's of what happened between Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu at a recent pro wrestling event. And Raja Jackson, if you're unaware, is a famous MMA fighter, Rampage Jackson's son.
Raja Jackson, the son of former UFC champion Quinton Rampage Jackson, was involved in a controversial incident during a Knox Pro Wrestling event in California. According to reports, he confronted independent wrestler Stuart Smith, also known as Psycho Stu, in a way that went far beyond what had been planned for the show. The situation reportedly started when Raja was accidentally struck earlier in the evening, leading to rising tension. Later on, he entered the ring and turned the segment into an unscripted altercation. Eyewitnesses say the reaction left Stuart Smith injured, and medical staff had to step in quickly to provide assistance. Journalist Sean Ross Sapp noted that while a storyline was originally in place, Raja's actions went off script, shifting the moment from entertainment to a real confrontation. Smith was taken to the hospital, where his condition was described as stable but requiring care. Quinton Rampage Jackson later addressed the matter, making it clear that he does not support what occurred, even while acknowledging that Raja had been recovering from a recent concussion. The incident has sparked debate within the MMA and wrestling communities about the fine line between scripted performance and real-life violence, with many fans calling for accountability and a closer look at safety measures in such events.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it.
Okay, so I know that Rampage said that he does not condone what his son did, but to try to like give him some kind of leeway with saying some BS about a concussion, which I saw the video, he did get a concussion basically from a sparring opponent who basically either purposefully kicked him in the head or actually missed the pads. But the video, it makes it look like his sparring partner purposefully kicked him in the head because he, like a dipshit, was streaming at the gym, and the sparring partner saw a way to what they call stream sniping, where you can become famous because you do something crazy to the famous person that's streaming. So he knew what he was going to do. So the rumor is that his sparring partner kicked him in the head on purpose and gave him a concussion. Now, I know things like CTE and concussions can really cause like horrible like judgment, but if you watch the full video of Raja Jackson getting the prop beer can smashed on his head, which by the way was verified to be a prop. It was not full, and it crushed easily. It was not an actual can. It was verified to be a prop.
Yeah.
So it was legitimately a prop. So that adds on to it even more. Like, did it hurt? Probably. Did it hurt real bad? No, I don't think it did. I think he felt insulted. He had never been to a pro wrestling event before. He didn't know what the hell was going on, and he wanted to get back at Stu. And what happened was when he got to the ring, the dude in the cowboy hat, who's apparently also some form of pro wrestler / Raja's related to Raja somehow, whether that be management or something to deal with him, but basically told him, you can get back at him, you could actually hurt him, just do it in the ring. So, and then after that, while on stream, while Raja is streaming this, he literally says on the stream like he's going to fuck up Stu. So 100%, I think even if he was pushed to do this, it's premeditated, and it's attempted murder. I don't care if Raja blacked out. It's attempted murder. He needs to face jail time. He needs to go to jail.
I've heard.
Jail. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I know that like pro wrestling and fighting in general brings a lot of emotion, a lot of testosterone, a lot of adrenaline. Yeah. And I know crazy shit happens and real fights break out. Hollywood Hulk Hogan talked about it all the time, about how fights would break out in the wrestling ring where people would actually get hurt because somebody would take something too close to heart. and then they go out of their way to hurt the other person when it's all
Yeah.
just supposed to be scripted. And you know, when Raja picked up Psycho Stu, everybody that saw it happening originally thought it was a part of the script, that it was all scripted. But then the punches started happening, and a lot of people are mad now at the ref because the ref didn't jump in. And
Right.
A lot of
Yeah,
people.
the wrestlers did, but not the ref. That was crazy.
Yeah, there was one wrestler, I don't remember his name, but he was the one who ended up pulling Raja off and basically suplexing Raja into the ground. I don't remember the wrestler's name, but I remember he pinned up Raja while the other wrestlers helped pin up Raja against the turnbuckle. And basically Raja punched him in the eye, and he's now talking about pursuing assault charges and possibly suing Raja. At least that's allegedly what I've heard.
Yeah, and then one other thing I heard, the guy that got all messed up, I heard that he ended up flatlining one time before he got to the hospital.
Oh, he had flatlined on the mat, apparently.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard. But paramedics worked fast. They saved him, and they had to. The crazy thing is reports are saying they had to fish his teeth out of his throat. I know, guys, that is a disturbing thought, but apparently that is literally what has happened. And he does have memory loss. He literally broke his face. Raja punched him so many times in the face. He has fractured bones in his cheeks. He's probably going to have his certain parts of his jaw wired shut. I mean, the man's entire life is going to be changed for the rest of his life. If he goes back to pro wrestling, it's not going to be for a long time. And honestly, this may have ended Psycho Stu's entire career, and he may not have anything left because of this. Raja Jackson to go to jail. I mean, I know that people want to like immediately be like, well, it was passion, it was blah 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 blah. No, he needs to go to jail. It was attempted murder.
Yeah.
And
now I've heard Mr. Beast and Fozzy, who is also known as Chris Jericho, have offered to help pay some of the medical bills.
Mr. Beast is actually put together. Like, I don't like Jimmy. I don't like Mr. Beast. I'm not a big fan of him.
Me neither, but
I can tell you that I am very proud of him when it comes to things like this, because he goes out of his way to make sure that this person gets some kind of justice, whether it's through the help of his money or charity or through legal help and things like that. And Mr. Beast is really good about that. So I will give him props where it's deserved. And I also heard that Mr. Beast is fighting for Raja to go to jail, like to go to prison. So that's another really good thing about Mr. Beast being an influencer, not standing up for this terrible shit. But I've heard allegations against Jimmy or Mr. Beast, whatever you want to call him, that really bother me. So I think, honestly, some people have good things about them and some people have bad things about them, and you got to take the good and you got to just keep track of the negative, because once it gets too negative, you don't want to be involved with it.
Yeah, because I don't hear a whole lot about Mr. Beast.
He employed a
I
couple
don't
people who were
watch
very.
him.
He employed a couple people who were very, very, very sketchy people, and a couple of them were. I think one of them has officially had to register on the registry.
Wow.
So, and
But
like,
I've
I'm not
heard
gonna say I
also-
do not know that for sure. That's alleged. I don't want to. I'm not going to get sued here, but that's the rumors that have gone around on TikTok and on YouTube.
Yeah. But I've heard recently he's been trying to raise money for water in Africa.
Yes.
So if he's doing that, I'm glad he's helping them get water.
I'm not saying
But
Jimmy's not a good guy, but I'm saying I will not defend what Mr. Beast does.
yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't know all the bad or the good. I just listen to some of the things I've heard he's done to help people, and that's all I
Yeah.
really know.
Well, no, I don't have the video pulled up right now. I can pull it up, but did everybody see what Mr. Beast and XQC said on Aiden Ross's stream?
No.
Okay. This is kind of weird, like whether or not it's staged, it's kind of weird, and it seems like Mr. Beast knows a little bit more than he's leading on to showing people or telling people. And this just recently happened when they were doing the whole water thing that Julie was talking about.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Antarctica?
Yeah.
Do you believe in the ice wall?
Yeah, I saw the ice wall. There. Well, yeah, he saw it too. I can't say out straight.
No way. We'll talk about it later. That's crazy.
He almost leaked it. Let's just say you always need someone with you when you're in Antarctica.
Are you serious?
Wow.
So Jimmy or Mr. Beast gets very uncomfortable with that question. And he has actually been to Antarctica. He went back in like 2022. It's just kind of weird the way he reacted. I'm not going to say it proves anything, but I'm going to say it's very weird.
Yeah, he probably can't talk about it.
It could have all been staged, or like the way that Mr. Beast reacted, I don't think it was staged. I think he knows some shit that he's not allowed to talk about Antarctica. But I feel like XQC was like, he was very ready to say yes, he saw the ice wall and that Mr. Beast had seen it too. Which that was just a weird clip. How'd you feel about that, crew?
Honestly, the fact that Mr. Beast is hiding the fact that what's really out there, but he says you have to, but it'd be smarter to have one more person with you.
Yeah,
says something.
What do you think he means by that? That you always should have somebody else with you in Antarctica?
I don't know. Probably so. One, you have a buddy system, and also so that way, let's say if you get lost in like the no-go zones, your buddy can help you get back.
Or so you have food?
Yeah, that too.
Let's back to the cannibalism on the Robert and Crew Show. Back to the cannibalism on the Robert and Crew Show. Always bring somebody with you into the no-go areas of Antarctica, so you have food if you must. That's absolutely terrible.
Oh, that's
Make
bad.
sure you pack some extra beans. Don't eat your best friend. That's about
But
it.
since we're on the Antarctic subtopic, because I guess that's been going on around a lot lately, there's an AI video that I want you to look up. Edge of the ice wall discovered VO3 for YouTube. It's interesting.
The first one that pops up is the Bigfoot vlogs. I'm not seeing one directly from VEO3. From VEO3. The first one that pops up is sailing beyond the ice wall with Google VEO3. But it's a picture of a woman in a bikini.
Hold on.
There's what they found beyond the ice wall, which is a weird AI video, but you can obviously tell it's AI.
Hold on. I will be right
And there's
back.
video 3, imagine what's beyond the ice wall. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. Hold on.
That one's got a whole bunch of people like walking by giant statues or like aliens and shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not
I've
it.
seen that one. I think I've seen one like that or similar.
Here, look at this. This is one of the ones that popped up. This is actually kind of cool. Obviously all AI. But it's really cool.
Is that like giant skeleton heads?
They're like giant alien heads and some giant like bodies that are carved in the stone. And then giant skulls.
What are they so afraid of us knowing about the Antarctica?
So I think what's going on in Antarctica is there's something that's being held secret there that's been a secret for a very long time. And people have known about it for a while, like high up people in the government. And whether or not that's everything that people can make conspiracies about, like an ice wall or things beyond the ice wall or extra land, I think it honestly comes down to minerals. I do believe there's a possibility that there's an ice wall. I don't believe that it's really hard for me to say because there's a lot of military occupation that happens in Antarctica. So they're obviously hiding something. But what is it?
Especially since they're detaining that guy that was flying the plane. And they're detaining him.
It's weird. It's just weird. And it's like, what are you hiding? If you're not hiding a giant secret, then why so much secrecy around Alaska Antarctica? Is it a mineral thing? Is it an oil thing? What is it? If you're not gonna just be truthful about it. What's so crazy about Antarctica? Because people are just gonna keep making conspiracies and keep theorizing their own theories about what could possibly be there until somebody that actually knows something comes out and says it.
Exactly.
Because they guard that fucking place like it's the Garden of Eden.
Am I right? I mean, it's crazy.
So, did you find the video, crew?
I'm still looking. I've seen it before, and I'm looking. So give me a bit.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch this real quick while crew looks for that video. This was sent to us by Julie.
Ah.
Right. Do you know that so many people loved your lion noise yesterday? They thought that your lion noise was really good. Everyone thought it sounded so real.
It is real.
It is real?
Yeah, it is super real. And a real lion sound.
How did you get so good at that noise?
I practice, and I am when I say water, and I don't move it. And I say,
I can't do it. How can you do that?
We may get some air and blow. You made to practice? My mom knows you're good at it. I am an expert.
Dude, I've never heard a sound like an actual lion roar come out of somebody's mouth before.
I know, but she can really do it. I've been watching her now for a year, at least a year. And because I've watched her on her last birthday when they celebrated it, and they're getting ready to celebrate it again. So it'll be, about a year since I've been watching. And she's been on the news. She's been on a talent show. And her mom runs a dance class. And so she's in dance competitions and stuff like that. And she got a little sister, Bonnie, who is going on 3. And Riley there is going on 7.
And you learned all this from like their TikTok or something?
Yeah, from TikTok. And I found her account on YouTube also.
That girl should go on one of those talent shows because she could win some money.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she could. She's been on a little like a kids talent show.
Yeah, no, she could win some money if she went on one of those reality talent shows.
For sure.
All right, on to the next video.
Young figure skater from Plymouth is going viral tonight after stealing the show at a national competition. The 10-year-old routine has millions of views on social media, but seriously, it's what she's wearing that's really winning the internet here. Our Maury Glover shows us why she's being praised for her creativity and control.
I really like that it's really fun to be myself on the ice.
For Katerina Sumnig, figure skating is usually about being as graceful as a swan. But a different kind of bird catapulted her to the top of the pecking order in her favorite.
I thought you might like this.
I need to be popular.
Late last month, Katerina performed a routine at the U.S. Figure Skating National Showcase competition in the Detroit area, wearing an inflatable chicken jockey costume on the ice. The unusual outfit is a nod to a line from the Minecraft movie. But her poultry in motion not only wowed the crowd, it also won a gold and bronze medal in the open inflatables category in the process.
It feels weird to be in an inflatable chicken on ice, but it was actually really fun.
Here is Chicken Jockey from Minnesota.
When Katerina posted her performance on Instagram, the video went viral, getting shared more than 500,000 times in less than a week. And people have flocked to see the chicken jockey on TikTok as well, where it has nearly 14 million views and thousands of comments from across the globe.
You slayed, girl. That was fire.
I think the chicken skating is really what's inside there. And it's been really fun for the world now to see who I think she really is. A chicken on the ice.
Perhaps it's fitting Katerina's routine was set to the song Holding Out for a Hero, because to many who've seen her unbridled joy, that's exactly what she is.
I'm really glad that I made a lot of people happy. I'm just excited that I can do that to people.
Now, Katarina says she'll probably hang up her chicken jockey costume for now, except for special occasions. But she and her mom say they'll ask people on social media which inflatable costume they'd like her to perform in next.
That's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it would
Dressing
be
up in an
cool.
inflatable chicken costume and going out and doing a skate routine, an ice skating routine at that. That's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, and especially the chicken jockey.
So we lost crew.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be
Now on to talk about these demonic little freaking things.
okay.
Labubus are ugly, cute dolls, beloved by celebs, including K-pop star Lisa, who isn't shy about sharing her Labubu love. Rihanna, Paris Hilton, David Beckham hopped on the Labubu bandwagon too.
It's taken on a life of its own as a luxury status symbol.
The craze sent shares of Chinese company Pop Mart, the makers of Labubus, soaring on Wednesday. Pop Mart's value on the stock market now double that of Mattel, the makers of that other popular doll, Barbie.
Labubus are a cash cow. Pop Mart's profit popped 400% in the first half of this year, and the toy maker is on track to rake in more than $4 billion in revenue in 2025.
There are no brick-and-mortar Pop Mart stores in Canada yet, though the company tells Global News there are plans for a couple of stores this year. But you can try your luck with third-party sellers. Some of these collectibles can set you back hundreds of dollars. Labubus follow in the footsteps of other toy crazes that appealed to both young and old, like Beanie Babies. Or maybe a better comparison is baseball cards, because Labubus have a blind box format. You don't know what figure you get until you open the box. Vanessa Lopez's unboxing video has more than 1.2 million views on TikTok.
So they only produce a certain amount of dolls so that there's scarcity in the market.
The Labubu craze has spawned knockoffs, known as Lafufus, because they're fake, prompting an urgent warning from the U.S. Consumer Safety Commission about the choking risk to children. Pop Mart's CEO says we'll see a mini Labubu soon, with plans to expand aggressively in high-margin markets like the U.S.
I mean, they want to strike while the iron's hot and make as much money as they can. The irony, though, is if they flood the market too much and expand too much, then people don't want it as much.
Anne Gaviola, Global News, Toronto.
So those things are freaking demonic. I don't like
Yeah, they're weird looking.
And there's a whole conspiracy, supposedly, that Labubu was actually taken from Pazuzu, which is the name of a demon.
Yes, I've heard that story also.
So it's basically like some people believe that there's a conspiracy behind the Labubu. Basically, it's a ritual to get people to worship the demon Pazuzu.
Yeah, not something I'm interested in doing.
I don't think it's something anybody's interested in doing, nor should they be.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that could go down a path that you really don't want to go down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I really think we lost crew. He has not came back to the stream yet. Oh, speak of the devil. Wow, I thought we really lost you.
Yeah, I was searching for the video.
So we just went over the Labubus. How do you feel about those freaky little dolls?
Well, no, thank you.
Bro, I've literally, like, the conspiracy that's roaming around them now is that the people that created them in the name of Pazuzu, basically. Like, Labubu is a play on the word Pazuzu. And Pazuzu is the literal name of a demon. So if you buy a Labubu, you're ritualizing or praying to a demon named Pazuzu.
All right. Well, I sent you the video, bro.
I've seen a couple of those little dolls outside of this little shop that this guy runs, and they just look weird. Seeing them in person.
Okay, crew family video. He sent it to me. I'm about to show it for you guys.
We're attempting to climb down the map boundary tonight. We need to see what's down there. Greg is going down first. Whoa. What? Nothing. You've got it. Yeah, so Greg got smoked. The rope started falling so fast, and then bro was gone.
We're calling for tonight.
What?
Too much risk after Greg.
Bye, Greg.
We'll try again tomorrow. We're 2 steps away from falling off the face of the earth.
This reminds me of a Bigfoot thing.
What's going on outside?
Right? The Bigfoot vlogs.
I think Greg's back. Carl, holy shit, Greg. You're alive, bro.
Dude, what did you see down there? You have to tell us.
You're not going to believe it. The earth, it's actually... We're attempting to climb.
That's funny.
Ah, that was. It reminded me of one of those Bigfoot vlogs or something.
It is. It's done by the same people.
Okay.
They just switch it up every now and then.
Kind of interesting.
The Matrix is gutting your manhood this week, and I'm going to prove to you how. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 trending topics that are trending today, and if you are not staying conscious, these trends are going to rip out your soul. So, tune in, pay attention. So, geez, welcome back to Tyson's Alchemy. And today is August the 15th, 2025. So, trend number 1 that is showing you that you need to fix your life is AI home surveillance. So everyone's using AI apps more and more, AI technology more and more. Now, obviously, I recommend that you learn how to use AI. I'm not saying avoid it. But what happens when people become reliant on this shit? What happens when people can't even remember their own fucking phone number? Because people are just fucking switching the brain off. You need to understand that the sooner you realize that becoming reliant on AI will fuck you up, the sooner you can stay ahead of the game. You need to utilize AI as a tool, but if it becomes your everything, if it remembers things for you and does tasks for you, and all you're doing is just waking up, gobbledygook, and getting something to be automated the whole time, then not only are you not learning something, you're becoming reliant on it. And as a man, as a fucking warrior, you cannot become reliant on technology. You should use it to your advantage. You should try and do as well as possible. But what you cannot do is be used by the technology. Because if you get to the point where you can't remember jack shit, and you're having to rely on lists and notifications from AI bots and Alexas at home and technology, then you're not going to be a man of fucking high power, are you? You're just going to be a fucking idiot. Secondly, as you know, all AI technology has the potential to be hacked. All of it. So you need to be aware of the fact that the more you use and the more AI apps you log into, the more chance you have, especially if you're building something on them or it's part of your daily life, that there is a chance you could be getting listened to. There is a chance that you could be getting hacked, because that is technology, and technology is vulnerable. So we want to take our vulnerabilities away, don't we? We don't want to rely on technology. Use it to your advantage, but think about it. The trending topic this week is how much people are using AI inside their homes. It's an exciting time for AI, but you need to stay conscious and stay aware, because you are going to become a little slave to it and have no sovereignty whatsoever if you do not stay conscious. Trend number 2, I said, Paralympics. People are talking about the Paralympics. And listen, I don't know if you've ever watched the Paralympics. I don't watch it myself, but I've seen some clips. These are people with disabilities. Imagine you woke up tomorrow with no left leg, just no left leg. You woke up, your leg's gone, amputated. You don't know how. You just woke up, your fucking leg's gone. Oh, shit, right? The amount of fucking sorrow and disgust and heartbreak you would feel. I'm not saying every Paralympian is missing a left leg. But the point I'm trying to make to you is, are you even grateful for the healthy body you have? You can run, jump, talk, smash someone in the face, go fuck a bird. You can do everything. And you still are sitting, scrolling, probably making excuses about how epic or how not epic you can be. You can be amazing. You've got the fullest, maximus potential. I don't care your background. I don't care what happened with your parents when you were young. Right now, you've got the internet. You've got a relatively healthy body, I assume, and you've got your mind. If you're watching this channel, you'll definitely have your mind. And these Paralympians, fucking running tracks, doing loads of different activities, winning golds, working super hard, and some of them have got fucking limbs missing, or other disabilities. The point is, if you're needing a little bit of inspiration, not watching a funny montage about them, you're actually watching it seriously. You can actually sit back as a man and appreciate when someone puts hard work into something, no matter what the disability is. Then you should definitely look at Paralympians and think, fuck me. If they're doing that, I should be doing something amazing. And you should be. I've achieved sporting success. I've been a prime athlete in my time. I'm super strong now. I can lift heavy weights. Can you? You've got no excuses. You got a left leg missing? Got any limbs missing? Don't think so. So use it as motivation. Use it as fuel. Get stuck into life. Do something fantastic with your body. And make no fucking excuses, because they've genuinely got one. They've got excuses. You don't. All right, trend number 3. The finale of Taylor Swift's tour. Taylor Swift, yeah, who gives a fuck? So obviously, I assume most of you watching this aren't going to the finale of Taylor Swift. But why do I want to touch on this? Most of the world is obsessed with people like Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, all these MK Ultra cats for the CIA, etc. I won't get into that, but everyone becomes obsessed because people love idols. And if they're not into religion, they're into pop stars and movie stars, right? They are all galvanizing over the end of Taylor's tour this week. And that's what's the trending topic. And everyone's buzzing, oh, Taylor, Taylor. Oh, I know you probably don't give a fuck, right? But there might be something that's grabbing your attention, because all that she's doing is she's monetizing and utilizing other people's energy for money, time, and energy, right? She is harnessing their energy for her own will and power. She's sucking it out of their brains. They're all going, Taylor Swift, yeah. She doesn't care. She's just making a flag, singing to the fans, right? There might be something else. I assume it's not Taylor Swift, but there might be something else in your life that's taking your attention away. And you need to figure out what that is, because you're trying to achieve a goal that's in the future, but something's grabbing your attention now. It's going to prevent you from getting there. And that's just a fact, okay? I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I used to love playing the FIFA football games on the PlayStation. Now, looking back at the time when I was doing it, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I enjoyed a bit of downtime playing FIFA. Now, at some point along the line, around a couple of years before I retired football, I just decided to stop. I didn't really know why. I just had a gut feeling that I should probably just cut down on this now. I've got aims and ambitions, right? I've never played it since on my own. I think I've played it once with some boys around at the house to go visit them, and then I haven't done that in years either. But the point I'm making, I became aware as I was waking up to the world and starting to become more of a man-made G, to realize that this game, even though I liked it, it was a bit of downtime and you need your own things in life. It was actually a distraction, because I was quite invested in the game. I was playing in it. I was having fun. If I didn't win, I got annoyed. And if, you know, it's energy investment and it could be put somewhere else. And as soon as I became aware of the fact that my energy has to be focused in a certain direction, then I have to weigh up what's more important, the long-term goals, the strategies that I'm trying to apply, become the fucking man, or this distraction that feels quite pleasurable and it feels like fun, but it's sucking energy that could be put into something else. So don't be a Taylor Swift fanboy. Don't be relying on technology, and use people like the Paralympians as motivation. If you're feeling tired one day, go watch some hero story in the Paralympians. Go watch how they hobble across the fucking finish line with one leg. And you feel tired. Oh, I can't go to the gym, Tyson. I got enough sleep last night. Shut the fuck up. No one cares, bruv. No one fucking cares about how tired you are. No one cares. And that's the real fact about life. No one actually fucking cares. There's no one coming to save you, bruv. You've got to do it all on your own. And it's only when you start winning later down the line, people start to chip in and, hey, I can help you with this. And Tyson, oh my God, Tyson, you work with AIDS. Oh, that's amazing. Can I do this? And yeah, fuck off. You weren't anywhere before. It's going to be there for you, all right? It's all on you. Enjoy the wins in the future. But for now, lock in and ignore all these AI trending topics. Well, don't ignore them all, obviously. Don't become reliant on AI. Don't be a Taylor Swift fanboy and just fucking wake the fuck.
I mean, he was spitting facts there at the end.
Yeah, he was.
When he was talking about energy and the way you choose to use your energy and time, and how that makes you productive or unproductive, and basically what not to be. So like, don't idolize pop stars. Go out and create something. Don't idolize something. Look into God and find yourself.
Right.
And basically, that's a pretty damn good message.
It was. I think I'm the one that found out, and I just thought it was good. You know what, though? When he was talking about the paralytic, that brought back a memory from my childhood. My aunt was seeing, or had a good friend named Gannett, and he ended up being a paralytic because the pool that he was swimming at, he went to dive and nobody told him that they had done something or put something in the bottom of the pool. And when he dived, he hit his head and he lost his legs. But I'm telling you what, that guy lifted weights. He didn't let nothing deter him. He could drive still and everything. And
Really hard for people who can't use their legs.
yeah, but I mean that guy, you didn't want to feel sorry for him. I mean, he could do everything. He just had to use his wheelchair to get around.
Yeah.
And he could still drive. And so I grew up around him for a while when I was younger. That just brought back that memory all of a sudden.
I get you.
Things we did in the 90s that kids today will never experience. We went to Hot Topic when it looked like this. It felt like you were in a vampire dungeon, and it oddly smelled like the inside of a Halloween mask. Now Hot Topic has beige walls. Beige. And instead of employees dressing in chains and fishnets, they are now wearing Hello Kitty and Bluey. What happened?
What did happen?
I have no idea.
That sickens me.
Hot Topic kind of went down the drain.
Yeah, it did. It sickens me.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's sad. I listen to her TikToks.
Yeah.
Spencer has even gone downhill.
Spencer.
I'm sorry?
Spencer's also gone downhill.
Yeah, man, I haven't heard of Spencer's. I have not heard of Spencer's in ages.
Yeah, it's a novelty gift shop place.
I haven't been to one in ages.
Don't go in the back, Julie. You'd run out of the store real quick.
Probably so.
That's where they keep all the naughty stuff. Like,
oh, okay. I've never been in one. I was tempted to go into one time, but I didn't.
So, the difference between Spencer's and Hot Topic. Hot Topics is more of like trending topics throughout the ages kind of like deal.
Yeah.
Different bands, different styles of clothes, but all more for like the gothic emo skater kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Is one of those they don't sell. I mean, they sell a few shirts, but they sell more lines of corn,
Yeah, naughty stuff.
naughty stuff in the back. Different mugs. Oh gosh, what else,
Weird
bro?
stuff. They've got weird stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
A lot of fetish
I've
stuff.
never felt comfortable really going into one.
It's like going into like a band / sex shop.
Yeah. Okay. Because I had thought about going in there one time when I was looking for a Christmas gift, but I was like, no, I'm not going in there.
True that. So we have this now.
What if an interstellar object whirling through our solar system is actually a nuclear-powered spacecraft sent by aliens to test how humans respond?
Something unprecedented just entered our solar system, and it's got scientists scrambling for answers. 3I Atlas, discovered on July 1st, 2025, is barreling through space at over 200,000 kilometers per hour on a trajectory that defies easy explanation.
On the 1st of July, NASA detected a mysterious object speeding toward Earth, and some actual bona fide experts think it might not be your typical space rock or maybe any kind of rock or a natural phenomenon at all.
This interstellar visitor is displaying behavior that's both familiar and deeply puzzling. While it shows signs of cometary activity with water ice signatures, its path through our solar system is so precisely aligned with planetary orbits that some researchers are questioning whether this could be natural at all.
Supposed comet is catching the attention of some of the nation's most renowned scientists, as one Harvard professor is raising the theory this may actually be a piece of alien technology.
Harvard's astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who previously suggested Oumuamua might be alien technology, has co-authored a provocative new paper asking whether 3I Atlas could be a disguised probe from another civilization.
With 0 meaning it's a natural object, like a comet, for sure. And 10 meaning it's definitely a technological object.
But here's the real kicker. New analysis suggests this object might be generating its own light, which would completely upend everything we think we know about its true size and nature. Subscribe to Space Aquarius and let's begin. Let's start with the basics of what we're dealing with here, because 3I Atlas represents something truly extraordinary in our cosmic neighborhood. The discovery happened thanks to the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System. That's what ATLAS stands for, operating out of Chile.
A new telescope built to track fast-moving space objects in Chile has caught a comet from beyond the solar system moving across the sky.
When astronomers first spotted this object, they immediately knew something was different. Its orbital eccentricity is well above 1, which means it's not gravitationally bound to our sun. This thing is just passing through, and it's doing so on one of the most extreme interstellar trajectories we've ever recorded. Now, here's where things get really interesting, and it involves a fundamental question about what we're actually looking at. The Hubble Space Telescope has been tracking this visitor, capturing detailed images that reveal a distinctive glow pattern. What scientists discovered is that this glow has an unusually steep brightness profile, much steeper than what we typically see in solar system comets. This brightness pattern is raising some profound questions. You see, when we estimate the size of objects in space, we usually assume they're simply reflecting sunlight. Using this standard model, 3I Atlas would need to be roughly 20 kilometers in diameter to produce the brightness we're observing. That would make it absolutely massive, potentially 40 times larger than our previous interstellar visitors like Oumuamua and 2I/Borisov. But here's where Avi Loeb and his colleague Eric Quito have made a startling observation. The brightness profile they're seeing is consistent with something completely different, an object that's producing its own illumination rather than just reflecting light from the sun. Think about the implications of this for a moment. If 3I Atlas is actually self-luminous, then it could be dramatically smaller than we initially calculated. We're talking about the difference between a 20-kilometer behemoth and something potentially just hundreds of meters across. That's not just a minor adjustment, it's a complete paradigm shift in how we understand this object. And here's why this matters so much. The statistical probability of finding a genuine 20-kilometer interstellar asteroid is virtually zero. Loeb's calculations show that the limited reservoir of rocky material drifting between the stars could only deliver such a massive object to our solar system perhaps once every 10,000 years or longer. The universe simply doesn't have enough large rocks floating around in interstellar space to make frequent visits plausible, but a smaller self-illuminating object? That changes everything about the probability calculations and opens up possibilities that are frankly mind-bending. So what could cause an object to generate its own light? There are several possibilities, and not all of them are natural. Radioactive decay from heavy elements could produce a glow, though finding enough radioactive material in interstellar space would be extremely unlikely. Thermal emission from internal heat sources is another option, but that would require the object to maintain temperatures well above what we'd expect from solar heating alone. Or, and this is where things get really intriguing, we could be looking at artificial illumination from some kind of technology. The spectroscopic observations from Gemini South and the NASA Infrared Telescope facility have revealed strong water ice signatures mixed with carbonaceous minerals and silicates. The water ice shows characteristics suggesting it could be chemically pristine, lacking the heavy isotopic signatures we typically see in solar system comets. This water could have formed billions of years ago in a completely different stellar environment, giving us a direct window into how planetary systems form elsewhere in the galaxy. But even this cometary evidence doesn't settle the debate. In fact, it might support the artificial hypothesis in an unexpected way. If 3I Atlas is indeed some kind of probe or spacecraft, the dust and ice we're observing could simply be accumulated material from its long journey through interstellar space. Cosmic debris that's built up on its surface over millions or billions of years of travel. Now let's talk about that trajectory, because this is where the evidence for something unusual really starts to pile up. In their paper, Is the Interstellar Object 3I Atlas Alien Technology? Loeb and his collaborators present statistical analysis that's genuinely unsettling. 3I Atlas is traveling on a retrograde orbit that's tilted only about 5 degrees from the ecliptic plane, where Earth and most planets orbit. The probability of this happening by random chance? They calculated at roughly 0.2%. But it gets more intriguing when you look at the planetary encounters. This object is going to make remarkably close approaches to multiple planets. It'll pass within about 29 million kilometers of Mars on October 3rd, reach perihelion at 1.35 astronomical units on October 29th, and later swing within 33 million kilometers of Jupiter. The combined probability of a random interstellar object making such close approaches to 3 major planets? Approximately 0.005%. That's 1 in 20,000 odds. Here's another detail that's raising eyebrows. I-Atlas reaches its closest approach to the Sun when Earth is on the opposite side of our star. We literally won't be able to observe it during this critical phase. If you were designing a spacecraft to conduct operations while avoiding scrutiny from Earth-based telescopes, this timing would be absolutely perfect. Loeb calls this a potential reverse solar Oberth maneuver, a high-thrust braking strategy that could allow an interstellar craft to slow down and potentially remain in our solar system. The fact that this maneuver would be completely hidden from Earth's view by solar glare is either an incredible coincidence or evidence of deliberate planning. But let's be clear about the scientific consensus. The majority of astronomers studying 3I Atlas believe it's a natural interstellar comet.
So, with all of that being said about 3I Atlas, do we still believe that 3I Atlas is a comet?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it could. Maybe it could, but maybe it's slim chance.
Some people
Because I mean, it
believe
seems
that,
like the numbers are very slim.
some people believe that it's extraterrestrial, and now supposedly they have proof that it's creating its own light, which apparently would have to have some kind of heat source, or it would have to be a creation of some kind of technology if it's creating its own heat source or light source, I guess.
Yeah.
Which that's the weird thing.
I feel almost like they're trying to create something like that. After watching that video, do you think they're actually trying to create?
I mean, they could be. I don't know.
Maybe.
How do you feel about it, Crew? Do you feel like it's just a comet, or like you've said before that there's no way it's just a comet? So what do we think?
I see it just as a comet.
You think it is just a comet?
Yeah.
So Crew thinks it's just a comet. All right. Well, with that, we have this.
In tonight's video, we're going to be looking at several craft that are circulating around the internet. These photos and videos were taken around the world, and I want to present them to you guys and then get your opinion on them as well. And then we're going to look at one of the most controversial ones that's actually circulating right now that everyone's talking about, and it's this clip here. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So you're no stranger if you've been watching my channel for a while to UFOs being filmed during a storm. Here's one here, and this is a short clip. I'm just going to play this one for you so you guys can re-familiarize yourself with the clip. Whoa! And then here's going to be another one. This one was filmed in Vietnam in May of 2021. And someone was taking a video of that particular hotel and the lightning flash. You saw that UFO there. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I wanted to show this to you guys because it's going to lead into this very first one. I'm not going to make you guys wait till the very end to see this. Someone captured a triangular shaped UFO basically during a storm. So let me go ahead and let me play this clip for you. It's really, really quick, but I want to play this for you. And then I'll be back in just a minute. So there it is. In this world of CGI and now AI, it's just hard to determine some of this stuff. Now, I mean, it's a 50-50 on this, and it really is. I mean, we would expect more video footage from this UFO. I do remember Bob Azar talking about the Aurora, but the Aurora had a different rear end exhaust compared to this one here. But I at least wanted to show this to you guys because I have some videos that you'll see in just a minute or two that actually blow this one away. So stay tuned in just a minute. I'm going to show you some videos from Florida and a couple other states too as well. But I wanted to show this to you guys to get your opinion on it. I don't know what to say. Put down in the comments what you guys think about this particular one. Now on to a couple ones that I was telling you about a second ago. This was one captured in Brazil. It looks like it's a triangular shaped craft that they captured for a few seconds. And then it kind of just disappears behind some trees where they couldn't film it anymore. Now, like me, you guys know I try to zoom in on this stuff. It looks like it's rotating there. I could be wrong. It could be the person trying to walk and film it, and then it goes behind trees, but it looks like it kind of rotated there. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, because there's another triangular shaped UFO that I want to show you guys. You guys can kind of see the shape there too when you zoom in on it. Look at that. You can definitely see 5 lights. So that looks kind of like the one they were seeing in the late 80s and 90s. Now here's going to be another good one too as well. Watch this. This is one in Florida. Did you guys see that? Look at this. Try to zoom in just a little bit. I don't want to distort it too much. Look at that. Someone randomly taking a video of the car meet and they capture this. There's no denying some of this evidence here. I believe this more than I do that other footage. So, of course, let me know in the comments what you think about that. That's the one from Florida. There's going to be another one. I believe this one too more because you'll see the reflection of the UFO there on the ocean. You guys see that as it's flying? Then it kind of comes down like it's going low or something. Look at this here.
Start a 30-day free trial from Adobe Stock and get millions of videos, images, and more.
See that reflection? It's almost like the lights are coming off the crab and shining down on the ground. So let me know what you think about this one too. These are some fascinating clips here in my opinion. And of course I wanted to show them to you guys. It's like a lot of these crafts are coming out when there's lightning storms or when it's actually getting ready to rain. Now here's another one. This one is a UFO that is flying behind an airplane. Look at that. It catches up to it and it flies straight past it. And this person's following it. And for those of you who don't think people film the entirety of videos, here you guys see one here. Looks like they're inside of something, maybe on the ground or something or behind a fence. But look at this. The UFO catches up to the airplane, passes right by it. Don't know why it's flying so close to a commercial airplane or whatever kind of plane that is, but. And then
I've heard of a lot of commercial airplanes,
but
pilots that have seen UFOs.
definitely a UFO flying by an airplane. So no one can deny that there either. Now this next clip, don't have a location, but we've heard about particular ships being cloaked and you can't see them. And this one is one of them. You're gonna pay close attention to this little circle and you'll hear the audio behind you. You'll pay close to that right there. Let me go ahead and let this play and I'll be back in just a minute.
What is that ring? That's crazy. I can't tell what that is.
So there it is. You guys see that there? This could possibly be a cloaked UFO. You can still see at least the edge of it. But want to show this to you guys because it just reminds you to always keep looking up because you never know what you'll film. All right, here's another one of those triangular shaped crafts I was telling you about. This one seems to have 4 lights on it. So these remind me of the Berlin UFO or the triangular UFO they were seeing back at that time in 89 and 1990. And here's going to be the last one. This is a photo that was sent to me anonymously. So I thought this one was worth showing to you guys. It does kind of show a translucent craft. They didn't get a video or anything of it. The person is anonymous, but we'll leave it at that. But they did want to show this to you guys to get some of your thoughts and opinions on it. Didn't get a location or anything. Don't know why. Sometimes I get this stuff, people don't give it to me, but I leave it as it is. I want to at least show it to you guys to get your thoughts on it. So clearly it's, like I said, a kind of a translucent.
So those were the latest UFO footage that was for August of 2025, the most compelling ones. I think the last one looked like it was done with AI, but some of those videos were really good. The one with the triangle craft in the sky that's emitting light, I've also seen that on other things, and there's a possibility that it's the TR-3B, which is a military piece of technology that not a lot of people know about. I'll show you a picture of the TR-3B real quick.
I think I've seen something similar to that lately, where actually it was a drone. They got drones that look like military planes now. Because remember back when they were talking about the New Jersey drones?
Yes.
I've seen a video just recently about that. And that was pretty interesting. I might have sent it to you on your TikTok. One of those videos, but it was very interesting.
Right.
And they were saying that some of those drones that look like the military had jurisdiction. Yes.
That's the
Had
TR-3B.
jurisdictions.
That's the TR-3B.
Okay.
It's a special secretive military piece of technology that is barely flown around. But when it is flown around, if you see it, you better believe that most people are going to think it's a UFO.
Oh yeah.
But we've talked about most of the trending topics that have gone on tonight. What was your favorite one, Julie?
Oh wow, there's so many. Can't put a finger on a favorite one.
What about you, crew? Crew, you there? I don't think we have crew right now.
I don't think so. They must
So
have.
anyways, guys, that is going to conclude our episode for tonight. We went over a couple different things. Well, multiple different things because it was our trending topic episode. We went over the Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu incident. We talked about aliens a little bit. We talked about multiple different things. We talked about how AI, how people are leaning too much onto AI and how it's affecting us and how people need to not be doing that. We also talked about how energy is transferred and how people can use certain energy against others. And then we also talked about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's engagement. This works a little bit into the alien stuff, but before we go, this was a video that was taken in Italy, apparently. I don't know about authenticity, but apparently it's been ran through AI generators that say it has a 98% probability of being real.
A horrifying encounter captured on camera in the quiet hills of Italy. A man sleeping in his home wakes to movement outside his window. He grabs his phone and records what may be the most terrifying footage we've ever seen. There, pacing slowly back and forth, is a tall, black-eyed figure, humanoid, but not human. Its limbs are too long, its head tilted, silent, watching, waiting. It approaches the front door over and over like it's testing whether it can get in. Thank God for iron bars. If not for those bars, experts say this being, whatever it is, might have entered the home. And once inside, we don't know what happens next. The video hasn't been verified. We don't know if it's real, but AI analysis shows no signs of digital manipulation. The lighting matches, the shadows align. This wasn't faked on a phone screen or projected from outside. Is it an animal distorted by night vision? Or something worse? UFO researchers call these entities biological drones, android-like extraterrestrials sent here for surveillance, biological harvesting, even abductions under cover of darkness. Some believe they're scientists from another world studying us. They're at our doors. One man claims he's seen one before, that he has proof hidden away too disturbing to release. So tell me, what do you think walked up to that door? Alien?
So that's just a creepy video that came out of Italy in the recent last couple of days that was released on TikTok. Had also made the rounds on YouTube and Facebook, was deleted off of YouTube, and they kind of tried to scrub it from Facebook. I think you can still find it, but they made it harder to find. But anyways, those are some of the topics we went over tonight. I think I had a lot of fun doing this episode. It was good hanging out with you and crew tonight, Julie.
Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
As always, we have a Venmo that we accept donations to the podcast for. If you want to donate anything, you can. You don't have to. It's not something you have to do. It's just there if you want to. And then we also have a merch shop that is, if you give me a second, I will pull up the merch shop and show you the latest merch. We actually had our merch for one of our secret merch releases just happened and is being shown today for the first time on stream.
Okay. Hey, a shout out to Elmster for coming and watching it tonight.
Oh, yeah, Elmstead came and showed up. Thanks, Elmstead. So, this is our merch shop. Our latest design has dropped. It's a special edition design just for this season. It's the Robert and Crew Show Smoker's Delight t-shirt. And you can also, as always, get the logo on any other option, such as cups, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, whatever you want, you can get that on. But the Robert and Crew Show Smoker's Delight t-shirt is the newest edition and one of the secret drops for this season. Then, as always, we have the Robert and Crew Show Don't Forget to Look Up t-shirt. We have the Robert and Crew Show Saturn Worship t-shirt. It's just a play on the conspiracy. We do not actually believe in Saturn worship. The Robert and Crew Show space logo with the spaceship flying by Earth. We have the Robert and Crew Show Jupiter logo. We have the Crewinator from the Skynet series. We have Crew's Reptilian Politician. We have Crew's Nibiru Alien release, which are two different aliens with Robert and Crew shirts on. We have our Bigfoot from outer space. Bigfoot and Yeti playing games. We have the ancient Egyptian logo. We also have our Art Throughout the Ages shirts. One has artists from different time periods. The other is the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Then we have our Cryptid Season 7 logo. And then we have our Season 6 logo. And we have a logo from Season 3, which was our alien smoking a cigar at the bar. Other than that, guys, that is going to end the show tonight. We hope that all of you had a great time and enjoyed spending time with us. If you enjoyed the show, please like, share, subscribe. Sharing our show means more to us even than purchasing merch or doing donations. Sharing our show is what gets us out there to different people and lets us grow the community. So if you don't do anything tonight, do one thing for us, and that's share the show. Much love. Peace out from the Robert and Crew Show.
Can you believe Season 7 just keeps getting wilder? Thanks for tuning in, podcast pals. From ghost stories to headline news and epic Euro travel, we've covered it all, plus a side of laughs. Don't miss out. Hit subscribe and join us next time for more news, thrills, and adventures. See you soon.